All right, tell everybody what you're so excited about on today's grocery haul.
The cheese.
The cheese.
The cheese.
We made the trip because of the cheese.
Of the cheese, yes.
Because of the cheese.
Cheese, please.
And this is for kind of a long time. We'll be eating this.
We'll see.
Okay. Okay, we got a deal on some cheese. This is our regular groceries.
And we got lots of cheese.
And we got lots of cheese. All right. And after this, I'm going to show you a few free food repackaging ideas. We've got some containers from some friends. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, friends, this is our regular grocery haul. I am including these cereals on our regular grocery haul, not the pantry haul, because we've been just blowing through cereal like we normally do in the wintertime. So we'll start here. And all these things, almost every single packaged thing had a coupon, so that's why we got them so cheap. $1.72 is what these two cereals worked out to be each. They are 1 pound, 1.3 ounces, regular bran flakes. $1.29, sorry, it's kind of hard to write on this. $1.29 for this stalk of celery. We did get some ground beef here. It is $9.92. That is 2.2 pounds. Now, they had coupons on the cheese, and you could only get 4 blocks and 4 bags. Otherwise, we would have gotten all block cheese. Always buy block cheese if it's the better deal, because it doesn't have all those extra fillers in it. But anyway, these are 1 pound containers, okay? So 4 pounds of cheese here, basically $10. Another 4 pounds. These are 1 pound containers. We got 2 of the mozzarella, 1 cheddar, and 1 of the Mexican style 4 cheese. And I can let you see these. These are all different too. Medium, sharp, Monterey Jack, and Pepper Jack. We always stock up on cheese when they have deals like this. All these things can be frozen if they need to be, and will last a very long time. But you know what? We probably won't be freezing them. We'll just put them in the refrigerator and go through them as we want them. Now, we did have on our shopping list, because they had some cuties on sale, and we could have got a 2 pound bag of cuties for $4. But there was Amy stopped because there was a gal selling them on the side of the road that she grew herself. So we paid $5 for this bag of oranges. I'm going to say it's roughly between 8 and 10 pounds of oranges for $5. So that was a fantastic deal. We got another cabbage, and this I thought I wrote on. $2.17 for the cabbage. These are some green onions, and they were 79 cents. $1.50 for these 3 tomatoes. Look at how nice and big they are. So basically 50 cents per tomato. A 3 pound bag of onions here, $1.79. Did I write this on here? It was like right at 98 cents. For a little over a pound of jalapenos. We always go through jalapenos. And a 5 pound bag of russet potatoes for $2.79. And all of this here is just under $50, like $49.47, something to that effect. But that's our haul. That's our grocery haul. This will last us a couple weeks, and we're happy to share it with you. All right, friends, I've got some cheap food repackaging ideas, another bag of some containers a friend saved for us. These 2 oil containers are glass, and these were from our cabinet. I used up the last of them. It's been everything to get through these, but I finally got through them. I'm saving these 100% for my homemade vinegars. They're perfect. The tinted glass, it keeps sunlight from getting in. It has the proper lid, dispensing everything. I'm absolutely loving these specifically for vinegars. You could even take the labels off, clean them up. You could use them for dish soap or hand soap. Tons of options with these. This was a salsa container of ours, but I had black beans, dried black beans stored in this, and I cooked them the other day, and now we're going to store another pound of something else. I know it'll hold 1 pound of small beans, okay? So we're using that for a second time. This is like our third, fourth time using this one. I had packed sugar in it in 1/9 of 23, but now it's holding the beans that we got the other day, remember, for 99 cents? This is just a temporary holding spot. I've decided I'm going to can these. I'm going to go ahead and just get them canned. Some seasoned pinto beans, easy and fast, and that's why I have them in here. And I've done that a couple times now. It's just been temporary holding for something I'm waiting to get to. This container had 2 pounds of rice in it, which I've gone through. I'll be repackaging in it again. These are just the bags from the shopping trip that we just had. And then the bag of goodies from our friend. Just a couple things in here. She always sends us these Classico jars. They must be her favorite kind, because this 4-cheese Alfredo she seems to have a lot of. And what's this? Oh my gosh, this is a giant, I mean giant Temptations container. It was 30 ounces. That is so awesome. I don't see these often. Is there a lid? Yes, there is a lid, and there's something in here. Oh, another New England clam chowder container. Like I said before, these containers are awesome for the freezer. Just don't fill them all the way up because it'll expand a little. I usually go about that far. This is awesome for putting some leftovers in the freezer for another day. And it's a perfect serving for 1 or 2 people as well. All right, there you have it. Some cheap, free ways to repackage some foods. Spend the money on the food that's going inside, not the packaging. Unless you have the money to do so, okay? You got the money, you do whatever you want. But if you're like us with a very limited budget, okay? We like to repackage. First off, in glass. Glass is always the best option for anything, especially your grains, okay? Put an oxygen absorber in there. You are good to go. But sometimes you don't have glass, so you repackage in plastic. And that's exactly what we did with this rice. In 9 of 22 is when I packaged it, and I just finished it this weekend. So, and it was fine. It was absolutely fine, and I did not have an oxygen absorber in this, and it was stored in a cabinet outside in my she shed. So all those things considered, the rice was still fine that I packed on 9 of 22 in a plastic container. But you got to be careful with plastic because critters can eat through it. You got to make sure it's somewhere where no critters are going to be able to get to. All right, that's my little lecture on food repackaging. It just makes sense to me to spend more money on the food that's going in. It is an investment at this point in our life. We all know that. And just trying to help you all out in case you feel like you don't have the means to repackage. Because I'm telling you right now, the gal, her and her husband who give us these and the Classicos, right? They are so thrilled to hand us a bag of these. So thrilled because they know they're helping us out and they know they're getting used. People are more than willing to save things that they were going to throw in the trash anyway for you. So again, ask your family members, co-workers, neighbors, okay? Just putting it out there, you never know who'd be willing to save them for you. All right, friends, if you have any other suggestions on how to repackage food on the cheap, leave that information for us in the comments. If you want to comment on our big cheese haul, it's so funny. Amy's so excited about that, but it is a lot of cheese and it will last us for months. All right, friends, give us a thumbs up, subscribe and share, and we're going to be talking to you really soon. God bless and keep every single one of you.